Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm here with Dale Richardson, aka Skerrit Bwoy. You might know him as formerly known as Skerrit Bwoy. His journey from being a famous DJ, touring about 70 nations, to give it up all to serve the Lord. Good morning, bro.
Pleasant good morning, my brother. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for this auspicious opportunity. Thank you to Matthew Nice, the station managers, and all of our beautiful crew here for making this possible.
Well, you're back home here in Antigua, Barbuda, doing your thing, working with your laptop, playing music, but in a different way right now, sending a positive message. Let's talk about the change. What
Sure.
happened?
What happened?
What happened? Let's just straight it. What happened?
So, I was on tour in Europe, and then I had a little time before I was going to South America. So at that time, we had a club over on Old Palm Road, the Family Club, if anyone knows Club Savoy back then.
Boy, I was saying what's the name? I was trying to remember that this morning.
Yeah. So I had came down to do some promotion. So when I came, one of my sisters told me that another one of my sisters wasn't going to come get any of the clothes that I had brought down, or, didn't want to see me. I was like, what are you talking about? Why not? It was like, oh, well, she's in the church now, and, she doesn't want that type of stuff. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean she can't come see me. So called her, connected. She came over, and she started telling me why she went to the church and so forth. So I was like, listen, I want to support you. So long story short, got a couple of family friends together, and we started going to a revival week that they were having that week. So it was very interesting. It was the first time I really heard a pastor speaking to me like a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when you go to church, it's either the or the you know what I'm saying? So just being able to hear an orator like that, it was real impressive to me. So I kept going. And on one of the last days of the revival, we're sitting there having a good time, kumbaya going on. It's a good time in church. And a lady comes in behind us and busts open the door, bawling right down the multipurpose center. And I'm like, yo, dog, them church people are extra big. That's why I'm not like that church something, man. You know what I'm saying?
You had the hairstyle?
Yeah, man, I mean, man, full yellow. I'll give you a clip. Yeah, man. So I'm like, I can't believe it. I'm ready to go, right? So something just said, and just stay, you're already here. All right. So she crawls up on her hands and knees, and she's reaching the altar, snot coming down her nose, tears running down her eyes, ugly face, finished. And then she starts telling the pastor all her business, and the church is hearing it. I'm like, yo, that's a Christian? Yo, if that's a Christian, we don't want none of that. God, jeez, I'm bad, but not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And then the pastor says to her, you know what's right from wrong. You know what's good from evil. What's stopping you from putting away all the things of the world and accepting everything that God has for you? So I just put that in my own life. I know what's right from wrong. I know what's good from evil. What's stopping me from putting away all the things of the world and accepting everything that God has for me? And at that time, we were doing shows 5 nights a week, multiple countries.
Dancing with the hairstyle, the yellow hairstyle.
Yo, everything. We just had access to the poor man's dream. It was just out there. The world was my oyster, as they would say. And it was like, man, yo, what's really stopping me? And then he says along the lines of, let me put it to you this way. What's worth more than God?
What is worth more than God?
What's worth more than God?
I don't think on the word more than God.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And so he asks her, what's worth more than God? He's like, nothing. And at the same time she says nothing, that nothing just came out of me, bro. And it was just like everything. It was just like a total transparent moment where I had to admit that nothing was worth more than God. And I've never heard the gospel put like that before, because usually pastors try to scare you or guilt trip you into serving God. And I'm just like, yo, I grew up in the Bronx. I seen hell there's nothing. I don't think it get worse.
It was like he was talking directly to you.
I just felt like that was talking directly to me, man. And when she said nothing, I said nothing. So the pastor turns to her and he says, so for the money, that's nothing. The job, that's nothing. I'm going to keep it PG. The liquor, that's nothing. The house, the car, the land, that's nothing. You willing to give up everything that God has for you for all of this nothing? And bro, I just put that into perspective, and I was like, nah, man, that don't sound like a fair deal. And I turned to my brother and I said, yo, I'm done. He was like, done what? I said, bro, everything, the clubbing, the woman, the
You
cussing,
just
the
tell
bad
you
word.
right up everything right then and there.
Right
You're
there,
done.
before the altar call, anything, because some people feel you need an altar call on Sunday morning in order to, nah, it was just right there, no one talking to me, done.
Was it easy or difficult for you coming into your truth now?
It was both. You know, life is a roller coaster. It was both. You know what I'm saying? You had the financial struggle, of course, because now I don't have access to those resources anymore. And you also had like a social struggle, because like all of the friends, well, I can say the majority of the friends that I knew were party people, promoters, dancers, DJs, you know what I'm saying? Globally, locally, everything. You know what I'm saying? But the upside of it was like, bro, I just had peace, man. Someone once asked me, what's Christianity like? And I said, it's like I've been walking around my whole life with a sheet on me that I could see through and function, and someone just came and said, yo, you got a sheet on you, and took it off. And I was like, yo! Like everything is just like more vivid to me. Yeah.
You're still playing music, but in a different way. What is it like now for you, doing it in the church, doing it in front of a congregation,
Right.
spreading the love and the message through music?
Well, since I gave myself to Jesus, just like committed, like God has opened so many doors. Like he opened the door for me to go back to school to study electronic music production. So now I create a genre called electric gospel. And I create music, and I go and I DJ music. I use some music that's already out there, and I'll play the shows like thousands of people sometimes. And also, without exaggerating, you know, sometimes like 50, 60 people, but I definitely see the door opening for more, because we played to 6,000, 8,000 people. I'll leave you with some clips of that as well. And God just allows me to see that, listen, you thought you were done, but I have something greater for you. So I'm going to leave you with that message. Like, you think if you give your life to Jesus, you're going to be done. But God got so much more for you. I not only went to that music school, but I also went to college, and I studied music, pastoral ministry, and computer science. I graduated summa cum laude, National Honor Society, all that. Like, God blessed me with that. And if I continue to tell you the list of what God blessed me with, like, people going to get saved just because they see what God is blessing me with. But I don't want it to be for the material things. Because when I got saved, I didn't have no plan. I didn't have access to nothing. I was finished, broken. I gave it all. But God refills. Yo, listen.
It's a pleasure, man.
I see the tears in your eyes.
Just be him, though, man. You're going to get back to feel good, though. Listen, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, folks. It was Dale Richardson, formerly known as Skerrit Bwoy, on his journey and everything. Follow him on Instagram. So is you still on social media and everything?
Yeah, still on social media.
Right.
Got 3 albums coming out. Jesus Party Volume 1, 2, and 3 coming soon. So it's going to be available everywhere, and you know you get your advance copy.
All right. Stay with us here on Antigua, Barbuda today. We've got more in store.
Just the other night, I just felt something come over me. I felt like I've already been baptized, but now that I'm older, I felt like I had to do it again.
Wow.
And I know that it's all for him.
Amen.